Hello and welcome to Blue Brick Fruity Free. So I'll be reviewing the LEGO Ideas pop-up book. This retails for $70 in the US, is geared for ages 12 and up, and it has 859 pieces. So this actually comes with 2 scenes in it. There's Little Red Riding Hood and the Jack in the Bean Stalk. So we're first going to take a look at the outside, and then the Little Red Riding Hood scene, and then the Jack and the Beanstalk scene. So this is the book before you open it, and it was definitely fun to build. You use the corner pieces right here and these huge tile pieces here. And it goes out for the book to open with the pieces of paper, what it's supposed to represent here. And then the sign right here, it's the same thing here. It's just with like a print, I think it is. Yes, a print. And then it also just has some names and like last names here. And that's really all the side of the book. I think there is studs on the top, which I kind of wish they changed that. It doesn't look the best having studs, but it's okay. So now there's a pop-up inside. So when it opens, there's a scene that's going to pop up. And I did forget to say we'll be looking at the minifigures after both of the scenes. So you can just open it up, and it pops up this little cottage, Little Red Riding Hood cottage, and when you close it, it just folds it down and lets you close it. Now you actually are able to design your own creations of like your own ideas for stuff to put in here. I actually did that, but I will not be showing that in this video. So let's take a look at the outside and then the inside. So on the outside there's these just tan bricks here to represent like the pages and stuff in here, and then there's just tiles on the top of everything. And then right here there are 2 just like things to have something there that have like a flower on it, and then you can just put it here in the corner. That. And you can, if you're making your own scenes and you want to swap them out, you can take these off and put something on them. And you really can put them like any way, like this way. It doesn't really close the best. Like you can't really get it to close that way. But if they're like this, that will close. So then the outside of the cottage, well, the only problem is it has the Technic pegs right here, as you can see, but everything else looks good. It has some flowers, some leaves, some yellow for the roof, a chimney here, and the cheese wedges here just to help so it can't go out that way. And then the door, which can open outwards. And you spin it around to see the inside. So in the inside, there is a little fireplace. Here's the entry of the door. Here's the window. And on each side, there's a little or on this side, there's a table and a cup and a teapot. And then over here, there's a little bed. Now these can come off too if you want to switch the scenes, or if you're making your own and you want to make your own stuff in here. Now, there is a clip right here, or something that has a attachment. So that actually, you can do something with that in a different scene, the Jack and the Beanstalk one. And then the bed, I do like it so you can put a minifigure in here, and it actually looks like they're in the bed with a blanket on it, like actually inside the bed. And I really like that. Instead of having them, they get a lot of sets having them just lay on top. I really love how you can just slide them in like that, and it just folds. You can't have like this on the side, because then when you're closing the book, they'll come and like hit each other. So you have to have it this way. So when it closes, this goes on that side and that goes on that side. Right. That. So now I'm gonna show you how to change the scene into the Jack and the Beanstalk one. So first, let's get the two things that make it up. So you have this to go right there, and it is more of a micro scale to go with, well, to make it look more like there's a huge castle and that this minifigure is just a giant. And then it also has houses there, some trees, some flowers. I love how you build the clouds. Very fun to do that. And all you have to do is, you see these little Technic pegs right here, is, well, first, this, the other part is this. So, first, this doesn't include any of these. So you take these out, just off that. And then there's some plates sticking up all here. So all you do is just snap these out, fold it up, put this to the side, put this in, the new holes, and then this, you actually have some clips here that can go right there. And then this connects to one of those holes. Now I'm going to pause the video to show you how this looks, because there is a very cool feature with that. So I closed the book up and attached that clip. Here's a little peek inside. And now let's see what the Jack and the Beanstalk one looks like. So it has that, and then that actually goes up. It uses some Technic pieces right here to make it's actually in the clouds, and it just folds back down. Like, sometimes it gets caught if you're doing that. And it gets caught very rarely. But so how this works is you have this little piece right here, and then these Technic things that all operate, or beans that operate that. And now when this goes up, when it's like pulled at, it has these go up and launches this into the sky. So you have the clips there, and then you just have to put this. Now, the farthest you can go is the second, but that just doesn't really work. The second hole, so you have to go the first hole. We'll have this little string connected, close it up, have it back in here. So right here, there's like a little road probably. That's what that's supposed to be. Some house, a house there, a tree, some leaves all the way up to this little castle build. You actually use gray roller skates there. And it just has more of the cloud coming up. And then there is no inside, sadly. But the whole thing is really made for the micro scale. And this does come with this little micro figure that you can just put in places. It's supposed to just show it to scale that this is a giant castle. Then this minifigure is supposed to be like a giant without using the big figs. So we just made it a micro scale. And this cloud right here is really cool. And you just build this part in. So it just comes out. And it looks really good once it's all finished. Now there's a bunch of hinges there so it can close. And each close at a time. So now let's look at the minifigures. So we're first going to look at the two things that are meant to go with the Jack and the Bean Stalk, which is the giant, and he does not have another expression. I do like the torso. The face print's okay, and the hair is okay too. But otherwise, he's not too special. And the next one is a micro figure. I love all the details they put into this micro figure with just all the clothing stuff. Same with the Hogwarts castle. But just looks really good, this little micro figure. And it has a stud, so you can put it somewhere or anywhere you want that has a stud, and so it won't fall off. Now let's change the scene in here. So I'm going to pause the video and change that, and then look at the minifigures that are meant for the Little Riding Hood. Okay, so it is back to the Little Red Riding Hood scene, as you can see. And there's actually 3 minifigures that this scene you'll use for these. And the first one, as you may have already seen in this video, is the wolf. And I love this headpiece. And it has the glasses, the nose come out, the ears, and then just like the front on the back. And then here, I like the torso and the pants, and they have just rips everywhere with fur coming out. And then this is kind of like a minifigure head just to look with a bunch of cool things on it. It uses the same thing to be able to go on the neck. And I just really like this minifigure. The next one is the actual grandma, and she does not have another expression, and her hair is okay, same with her face, and it's just the same clothes, just without the rip. And the last one for this scene is Little Red Riding Hood, and she comes with a cape. I love the hood piece right here, no alternate expression. But the hood piece, it actually has some hair at the top, just goes down, and it looks like a whole piece, these two things. It's just a cape, and then this is all, it's more like cloth. And there's also a skirt, and I love this piece, and the print on it is pretty cool, and you just put it over the pants. That, and then just put torso on, which is also pretty nice. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so you don't miss any more reviews like this. And bye!